Ain't nothing wrong with you, just remember you're special. Feeling hopeless and alone, just remember there's always God there to be there to help you. Put in effort, make mistakes, no one on this earth is perfect. Trials and tribulations both in life are guaranteed, but in the end it's all worth it. I'm hoping and I'm praying. This is something relatable and the words are beneficial when someone out there can understand what I'm saying. Mind, muscle, motivation. Let's stop playing. Share it with the nation. Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be at. Hello. Welcome to Mind, Muscle, Spirit Motivation. Thank you for tuning in. If you come across this channel, go ahead and give it a go, give it a try, and see how it can affect your life in, of course, a good way, and how you can apply these suggestions and try to grow every single day. I wanted to talk about confuse them with your silence. Confuse them with silence. Them, nosy people, co-workers, if you're in a relationship, your relationship, if you're no longer in that relationship, just whatever it may be, confuse them with silence. Say you get in an argument. Some people are so toxic that they believe if there's no argument in the relationship, then something must be wrong. How crazy is that? And if you're not a verbally abusive person, or if you're just not a verbal person, period, confuse them with silence. If they truly want to argue about something that's just childish, confuse them with silence. Don't even respond. If a person insults you, confuse them with silence. If a person disrespects you, confuse them with silence. I'm not advocating that you let people walk all over you, because I know I don't. But some things just aren't worth the time and the stress and it's just some things just aren't worth it. I've said before, not every war is a battle. Not every battle you got to make into a war. You got to be selective when it comes to what you respond to. So confuse them with silence. I live by this. I've been living by this my entire life. Not truly knowing what I was doing, I just didn't feel the need. I don't feel the need to respond to everything. And when and if I have something going good, I'm not getting on social media showing everybody. And I'm definitely not going around telling everybody. Because I know what comes with what you may share. And that's why I'm very selective with what I share. This right here is probably the most that anyone has seen when it comes to being on social media, because I've always just shown workouts. I've always tried to be motivational in some way, shape, or form, but sitting down in an intimate setting, actually hearing my voice and having this one-on-one type of therapeutic session, you don't see me do. You definitely don't see me. You definitely before didn't see me going around the crib. This is the most that I've shared. And it's going to be the most that I share, because I truly believe in protecting my silence. And I say protecting because I've always lived with it, and I want to continue to live with it because I know there's so much good that comes with it. People, with there being so much access, people truly can know a lot about you, or so they think. But then again, there are some people that show just a little too much. They say a little too much. I'm not one of those people, or at least I'm trying not to be. So I believe in protecting my silence, and I absolutely believe in living with silence. And you should try it. And I definitely believe you should try it when you have something good going for you, because there's a lot of jealous, envious people out there that will do literally, listen to me when I say this, there's a lot of people that would do literally any and everything to be in your position, to have what you have, to do what you do. anything they will do. And that's a dangerous thing to be around, or to possibly put yourself in a position of, I'm trying to protect anything that's going for me, whether it's good or bad. Because even sharing bad, people don't care. They rather it be you than them. Golly, I wasn't trying to flex my traps, people. Sometimes I just don't realize when I'm tense. Anyways, people rather it be you than them. There's not a lot of really genuine, concerning, sincere people out here in this world, because we all have something going on. And a lot of times when they hear your problems, they just compare and contrast their problems, and then they later realize that their problems aren't so bad, and then they feel better about their problems because they know there's someone out there going through something worse. So whether it's good or bad, I do my best. I'm not saying I always do, because sometimes you just really want to share, that sometimes you really just want to vent, whether it's good or bad. Sometimes it helps to vent, but you got to be selective. You just got to be selective. You got to know who to open up to, because some people, they like to instigate. You tell them something good, they want to know, was it possible, or was it really you, or what help you got? I mean, this people don't always want to see you do good. And people, you won't have people doing anything egregious when you're going through bad and difficult times. Matter of fact, that's when people really want to be in your life. And I'm not with that fake shit right there. Excuse my language, but I'm not with that. So confusing them with silence, and I say confuse because if you're a quiet person, such as myself, you tend to be kind of hard to figure out. From my knowledge, all people can say about me is that I work out a lot, and that I try to be motivational. I try to be influential. I really don't know what else they can say about me. And if they are, it's none of my business anyway. It's not something that I'm going to dive into and keep myself up all night trying to figure out why. Nah, it's none of my business. I don't have to live my life with the instigation. I don't have to live my life with the plotting or the going against or the trying to figure out. No, I'll leave that all up to them. But um, you tend to be hard to figure out. And those that are hard to figure out, there's always one person that's asking around, or there's always one person who really wants to be able to say they know this or they know that. And it tends to make them, I guess, feel special in a way, because you're so far. I'm the black sheep. And I don't say that with pride. I mean, that's just how I've always been. I've never been one to follow crowds. I've never been the one to try to really blend in. I mean, the favor that I have upon my life, I know I'm not getting off topic here. Y'all stay with me. But the favor that I have on my life, and I do believe I have favor, I've always stood out. Even when I'll admit at times I wanted to blend in, I've always stood out. And I've never been into any type of conflict. I just go on about my business, do what I need to do, and I leave. And a person that has those type of traits, a person who lives their life such as, you can't help but have some type of curiosity towards them. You can't help but want to know what they do, when they do it, why. You just can't help but have curiosity. And now that I'm saying it out loud, and now that I'm actually talking about it verbally, that's a great thing I love about myself. And if you're a person that's like that, you should love that about yourself too. You shouldn't want to be figured out so easily. And if you're a person who always gets mad, you shouldn't want to be a person that has buttons so easily pushed. You should always want to you should just want to at least look to appear to be solid or secure in yourself. I mean, even appearing to be that way, even if you're not, I mean, even that's a plus. Even that is a little bit of a win. So That's what I mean about confusing. And silence itself, when you're a silent person, people tell you everything. And when you're a silent person, you're always labeled as a good listener. I've been labeled a good listener my entire life. And it's funny. I've been having these, it's not even conversations, but at work, there's been individuals who I've had to work with, and even when I want to put, even when I, hold on, y'all, bear with me. I'm not making fun of anybody, but even when I want to put my 2 cents in, they just talk. I've said it before. Some people, they just want to talk. They just want to have somebody to talk to. And all you got to do is make eye contact, shake your head, yeah, laugh here and there every now and then, and they're gonna keep talking. And it's funny because at times I believe that I need to say something, or this person's going to think that I don't want to talk to them, even though that is the fact. Even when I do not want to talk to them, and I not so much them, but even when I don't feel like talking, they continue to talk because I'm making myself appear to be interested in whatever they're looking at, or not looking at, but talking about, or looking at whatever they're trying to show me. So being silent, it just has its benefits. It really does. I mean, like I said, when you're mad, when you don't have nothing good to say, it's just best to be quiet. We all grew up hearing that. If you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. It's a fact. And it takes a while to realize, but when a person is just picking and really poking at you, whether it's through jokes, that's my favorite. These people are insecure. I mean, like I said, it takes a long time to truly understand that, but people who want to really push your buttons and see what gets you going, they are some very insecure people, and they're threatened by you. So don't mistake your silence for weakness, because your silence is your power. I think I truly believe this. The loudest person in the room is the weakest, because they're trying to be seen. They're trying to intimidate. They're trying to be stood. They're trying to stand out. And when you want to stand out so desperately where you have to be so loud, it's just not a good look. But for me, not just because it's me, but when I am in a crowd, the very few times that I am, I notice a person that's quiet. I notice the introverts, and it could possibly be because those are my character traits. So I look for what I'm either used to, or I look towards what it is that I'm familiar with. I don't know what it may be, but I notice the people that are quiet, because even if they're not, even if they are insecure, even if they are a shell of themselves, even if they are bashful, I mean, just whatever the labels that they put on introverts and quiet people, to me, some of them you can tell. But the ones that are so secure and solid within themselves, they don't have to crave that attention. And to me, they're the most attractive. Again, I'm not saying this because I'm pretty much describing myself, but they're the most attractive. They're the people that I believe I can trust. They're the people that I really want to be around. And these are all facts. They're facts because right now, as I said, that my I'll call him my best friend, even if he doesn't call me his best friend. I went to school with him. I've been knowing him, let's do the math here, 32. I've been knowing him for 18 years. Um, he was really quiet. He didn't want to be around anybody. Yeah, buddy, here comes the little one. He didn't want to be around anybody. He didn't want to be around anybody. He was an introvert, and the dude's my best friend. He was who I wanted to be around. Because everybody else, they were loud, they craved the attention, they just wanted to intimidate, they just wanted to let it be known they were there. And he was the complete opposite. And that's what I try to go towards. Everything that's opposite of what I explained, I try to estrange myself away from, because I'm just, to me, you shouldn't. I'm not going to say can't. I don't like the word, but you shouldn't trust somebody who's so loud and who is liked by everybody, because they're putting on a character. They're doing everything that that person likes. They're making sure they know what that person likes, and they're putting on an act to be just that. And again, I'm not with that fake stuff. So just understand, silence is not weakness. Silence is absolute power, and it will always be just that. If you're a quiet person, don't feel like you have to change. Because I used to think that I had to change, and it didn't work. And I was putting on a character, and I didn't like it at all. Stop, buddy. You just called me, buddy. I didn't like who I was becoming. I didn't like who I had to think that I had to be. I just didn't like it. So I went back to my normal self, my most authentic self, and you see, what it is you see, that's what you get. And again, all this comes with age. So if you're a young person watching this, just hang in there. I promise you, if you remain who you are, and if you get some type of guidance, maybe this video or maybe a video that's talking about silence is your power, understand that silence is your power. You do not have to give it up. You do not have to get out of your normal, authentic self for nobody, because you're going to attract the right people eventually, because you're not the only one that's quiet. You're not the only one that's silent. Y'all bear with me. Let me close this door. I'm sorry, y'all. Your boy is just, once I get my crew and everything, will be good. You know, I'll be able to be like, oh, we're on. Welcome, ladies. And, you know, that day will come, but right now it's just me. So I'm doing the best I can. But just, again, understand that silence is your power. Power is in silence. And think about this. If what I'm saying is repetitive in a way which you're tired of hearing it, think about this. In the eye of the storm, silence. When the storm was occurring, what did Jesus, what did he do? What was he doing? He was asleep. He wasn't worried. He wasn't stressed. Think about that. Think about that. If the examples that I'm giving you isn't enough to make you want to be quiet, think about what Jesus was doing. Think about the setting in which he was quiet. Think about that. Just think about that. If you don't truly believe that having silence and being silent is power, think about that. If you didn't know that, now you know. Y'all, another video down. Confuse them with your silence. I absolutely love it. I try to do it every single day when I'm not at home. And on some occasions, I have to do it when I am at home. Because, listen, I don't like people getting a reaction out of me, especially when I'm actually aware of it. A lot of times you can catch me slipping, but when I'm actually aware, you're going to get my nonchalant stare. You're going to get my laid back persona. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, Merry Christmas and God bless. Merry Christmas and God bless. This is Mind, Muscle, Spirit, Motivation. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, share. Hey, I'm all about getting better. I'm all about being of service. And the idea is, hey, if y'all have something y'all want to, listen to me talk about, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Go ahead and let your boy know. If it's something that you want to talk about that you believe is going to help you get better, that I can be of assistance, let your boy know and we'll talk about it. We'll poke at it. We will dissect it and see how we can apply it to our lives and get better. Mind, muscle, spirit, motivation. Hey, Friday, maybe Thursday. I don't know what day it is for you, but if it's Friday where you're at, happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Stay blessed. Continue to get better. Whatever it is that helps you get better, keep on doing it. If it's not doing give you of any service, you might want to change your route. We out. Until next time.
Man who stays silent after being disrespected, that's the one you should truly watch out for. Silence doesn't mean weakness, it shows control, patience, and power. While others react in anger or frustration, he holds back. He observes, he thinks, and he plans. He knows that words spoken in anger are reckless and that silence gives him the clarity to move with purpose. When someone stays quiet, it doesn't mean they're ignoring what happened.